Welcome back, guys. So today I am doing a very special reveal for you guys. This is kind of a new hobby for me. It's something that I have actually seen recently. It is something that I want to get into to help develop my filming skills and basically give me a unique look for any of the videos that I'm making, whether it be the hobby garden or perhaps motorcycling, videos or something car related, or just maybe a new series for that matter. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is, as you can see, this is the review mat. And I am going to be showing you guys what I just bought. And I'm sure this will surprise a lot of you, but for those of you who have seen some of my content and know that I am a very creative person, it will probably make sense. So this is what I bought. It is a Holy Stone HS series HS110D drone. So it's classified as an FPV drone, 120 degree wide angle, 1080 HD camera. It's got Wi-Fi featured. And then just so that you guys know, this is still really new to me. So anyone who is looking for guidance on which models to purchase, this is not a video for that. This is a video where I am strictly telling you about the model that I bought. I'm going to be unboxing it and just telling you the basics about it. I'm going to tell you the price and everything else. So this is strictly an unboxing video. I'm not necessarily recommending this one just yet, but I will do a review of it once we do this. So it's got Wi-Fi, altitude hold, headless mode. I'm not entirely sure what that means. 6-axis gyro, so that's just the way it moves. HD camera, 4 channels, 360 degree flips. I mean, I think most drones do that anyway. Color for LEDs, I'm not entirely sure. The photos from the ad didn't show any LEDs, so I don't know what that is. And 3.7 volt battery. Now, the weight, as you guys can see, is 149 grams. Now, depending on, this is the one thing that I do know, is depending on where you guys live, make sure that you look at your rules and regulations, like the laws or whatever, regarding drones. Because the reason I bought this one at 149 grams for the weight is that if you exceed 250, you have to get a license. So this one is under that, so I don't need a license for this. And that is one of the really nice things about this one. Now, some of the information on the back. So, as you can see, you have a controller. There's all these different features on it. You have to use your phone. So there's an app. As you can see, there's an app that you have to download. You've got the battery, the camera. This goes into details a little bit more. It just says that the charging time is about 120 minutes. Now, this is probably one of the key features that you guys are probably want to pay attention to when you're researching for your own. The control distance is 150 meters. It says under 150 meters. Now, the FPV distance is under 100 meters. So on the ad, it said 150, I believe. So I think they're saying under 150 because when you're flying, if your view cuts out on you, from my understanding, the drone, once it loses connection, it'll crash. So basically they're putting this as a kind of like a safety guard so that you don't accidentally have your drone go out of range and then crash land and break. So I think that's why they put under 150 meters. Now, it says here it's easy to assemble, easy to replace the battery. That's all fun and good. Does take AA batteries. Now, this is going to be the fun part. Now, if you guys have any questions, the only thing I can do is really direct you to some YouTube channels that I've researched on. I've used them as the kind of the baseline of just getting into something cheap and simple and straightforward, and basically you get everything in the box. I don't have to worry about, you know, building a drone or anything like that. So, as you can see, this is the drone. We got the camera there. Now, it's not very big. I mean, that's my hand. So it's really no wider than my hand, unless of course the propellers are completely out. Then it's a little bit wider than my hand, so it's a relatively small size. It's definitely not a mini drone, but you know, it's got some legs here to help with the landing. So basically, when I was looking at which drone to buy, I wanted to get something that was either $100 or less. And at the time of purchase, this one cost me $90, which I thought was pretty good, $90 all in. And the things that I looked for were the flight time. This one is supposed to give me 10 minutes of flight time. Some of the other ones were only 7 minutes or 9 minutes. So that was one of the things I was looking for. The legs being here, to me, is actually a really good safety feature, because if it does crash land, it's going to land on the legs and it's not going to damage the camera. And in the box, you guys will also see these shields, which actually go on to prevent damage to the blades, the propellers, when you crash land, or if you crash land. So I do have these guards, and judging by the looks of these, I have 2 spares. And I also have 2 spare legs, which is really awesome. That was another thing I was looking for as a new hobby. When you're getting into something new, you want to have everything. This is to attach onto there. You want to make sure that you have spares. So there's extra propellers here, which is great. Here you will see one of the batteries. I was pretty sure that there were 2 batteries, but I could be wrong. But there might be one. There might already be one in there. I'm not entirely sure. I don't really know how to check it right now, but pretty sure it said there were 2 batteries, so there might already be one inside right here. So there should be one there already, according to the ad that I purchased this on Amazon. This is the other one. Got a charging cable, which makes it really easy, USB. And this is the controller. Now, this looked like majority of the other ones that I was looking through on Amazon. And basically, I'm just gonna go through the details I was looking at. So I wanted something that was under $100, so $90. Price check was good. Lots of spares, check. I'm a new, drone operator, so I want something that if I do crash it, I can easily fix it. So there's lots of spares. The design I find is really good because you do have these protective arms to go around like this, and basically they protect the propellers. The feet, they protect the bottom, so basically you have a little bit of an extra cushion that when it does land. There were some other drones where the arms actually fold in and they have a larger body. I thought that they looked cool, but for me, I wasn't going for something that looks cool. I wanted something that I figured was actually going to be of high quality and not break easily. So that was one of the major things that I wanted to look for, which I found in this. Most of the builds, they do require you to, shouldn't say builds, most of the drones require you to use your phone, which is fine. And the reason I said build is because I have been watching a lot of drone build videos, which have given me an appreciation for what is actually gone into this in order to assemble it. The different chassis, the different motors, propeller motors, the actual different blades that you can use, the different styles. This one is a quadcopter. You can also get a tricopter or a bicopter. Like there's so many things, so much information to absorb, and based on my research, this one was exactly what I needed as a beginner. Now, obviously, I'm gonna go through all of this. I'm gonna make sure that the battery is charged up. Gonna set up the app on my phone, test it out, make sure that the connection is good, and I will end up taking this outside, testing it out a little bit. There's still some snow on the ground, which is probably a good thing, so I won't be crashing into anything hard. Now, anyone who is looking for a recommendation on what to look for at the moment, I think this is a really good option if you want a high definition camera, because this is a 1080. And for the price, most drones that I've seen are around $100. Some of the higher end expensive ones can get up towards of like $300, $500. And then if you're looking at something where it's to do with cinematics, like Hollywood style, then you're looking at like $7,000 or $8,000. And obviously you could get cheaper drones, smaller mini ones that are literally the size of this controller, and those can still run you anywhere from $60 to $120. So it really all depends on the brand and what you really want out of the drone. So for me, I wanted something that had decent quality video, decent flight time. The distance is probably something that I'm gonna have to look into in the future, but my plan is to use this as it is and get familiar with it, not, break the bank. This is just a budget purchase, but I think it's something that I'm gonna be happy with as I'm learning. And down the road, when I finally figure out what I want to use this for, or if I find that my interest changes and I want to maybe get a race drone, for example, this is not going to work as a race drone. I would end up looking at those build videos that I found on YouTube, which are through UAV Futures. I think the guy is from Australia, perhaps. I don't remember, but he does have an accent, so he's from down under somewhere. He actually does really, really good videos, so I've subscribed to him already, so I'll link that in the description for anyone who wants to check out his channel. And yeah, this is my drone. This is my first drone. This is me jumping into the mix, and hopefully there's a lot of fun in my future with this little guy. And hopefully for anyone who is looking to get into, you know, flying a drone around, hopefully this helps you in your decision making, because I've done a lot of research already. I'm very, very detailed in my research before I buy anything. So I've already done all that legwork for you guys. So if you are looking to get into a drone, first time one, this one's really nice. And once I get it set up, obviously I can give you guys a thorough review to actually confirm whether or not what I'm stating right now is going to hold water. But yeah, that is the unboxing of this drone. And if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions about this particular drone, you know, I am going to be putting a link to it in the description from the Amazon page that I bought it from. And if you have any questions, or if you guys want to request certain, you know, things like maybe how the battery gets installed or whatever, if you, or even the app installation for the phone to connect, if you guys want to see any of that, please comment on this video, because that will really help me make the next one when I'm reviewing it, because then I'll know exactly what you guys are interested in and you want to find out about. So subscribe, because there's lots of content coming out weekly, and this is just a new hobby. So if you're expecting tons of drone videos, that's a little too soon, but I know that this is something that is really going to help me capture a lot of unique footage, and eventually one day this might be a key tool that I use for making videos on my channel.